Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you've had a good week. Mine's been not bad, I have to say. There's been a more positive element to my week. Managed to get, hopefully, fingers crossed, my thesis, or my methods section of my thesis, I think it's almost there. So I'm really chuffed with that. So that's been a really nice thing to do. I had to spend a wee bit of time reading up on thematic analysis, but I actually found that really interesting. And that, I think when you find something that's interesting like that, it does help. Sleeping wise, I'm doing a lot better. The upped medication seems to be helping, so I'm really, really pleased with that. I was out with my other half yesterday, so that was nice. It was nice to spend time with him. I looked after his dog on Wednesday because he had to go away to do something, so it was nice to spend time with the dog as well. Reading wise, it's been a good week. I have had a very good week. So I finished off The Faith and Flowers by Rachael Bloome. This is book 5 in the Poppy Seed Creek series. We meet Olivia, who is coming back to help her brother Grant and his fiancée Eliza with organising their wedding and the last kind of bits and pieces of it. As she is an event planner. But Olivia is keeping things from her brother and also from her family. There's various things that she doesn't want them to know at the moment. While in town, she also reconnects with her probably high school sweetheart Reed, who is a florist. And as he helps her with various parts of, shall we say, the wedding prep, they become closer, and it's like, are they going to sort of get back together again? What is the situation? It is their story. I don't want to give them much away because if I do that, it's just going to spoil it. But I really love the Poppy Seed Creek series by Rachael Bloome. They are just so good, and I love listening to them. There's something just really nice about lying in bed and letting the book be read to me. The narrator, I can't remember her name, I'm sorry, but she does a really, really good job, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've downloaded book 6, I think, in the series onto Audible, so I will hopefully read that soon. But that was kind of my first finish. And then I'd been reading Starting Over in Blueberry Creek, finished that. So we meet Brenna, and she is running her mother's catering business. It's not really what she wants to do. She wants to be a teacher, but her parents, we find out very early on, her parents died when she was at college, teacher training college, and she'd come home and look after her younger sister. The sisters used to be really close, but when Brenna became the mother, the relationship became quite taut and fraught. And her sister wants to be a firefighter. And Evie this is all she's ever wanted to do. And as it so happens, she ends up being taken on at the local fire station. But the local firefighter, Luke, is Brenna's next door neighbour. And lots of things happen that you wonder, are Brenna and Luke going to manage to get together, or is Evie going to put a spanner in the works? It was really well written. I liked the situation. I loved the scenarios that were in it. And also the fact that the sisters learning to basically sort of trust one another again and look out for one another. I thought it was really, really well done. And this is the second in this series by Annie Raines, and I will definitely be carrying on with the rest of it. There was then a bonus story by Melinda Curtis called, hold on till I find it, Sealed with a Kiss. And we meet Kimmy, who is working within the grocery store, but at the sandwich counter, the takeout counter, and she's making these delicious, delicious sandwiches. Into town comes her old childhood friend Booker, and they agree to be each other's partners for an upcoming wedding of what is Kimmy's ex-boyfriend. But Booker is also in town for another reason, to help his parents' business of the Burger Shack become more profitable. But there is a slight problem with that. I'm not going to tell you what a slight problem is because it involves Kimmy. It was really well written, really liked the characters, and it was a delightful little, bonus story. So I would pick it up as well. From there, I went for something still foodie. I received this book from my friend Amanda, who is Amanda Reads here on YouTube, for my Christmas. So I read through all the recipes, and there are some here that I'm like, I definitely want to try those out. So I'm looking forward to spending some time when I feel more like it in the kitchen and doing some cooking from this lovely book. And then I finally picked up New Beginnings at Glendale Hall by Victoria Walters. This is the second in the Glendale Hall series. I am really enjoying it. I've got that to read. I'll get this finished maybe today, definitely tomorrow. I'm not going to say anything about this one because I'd rather tell you more about it once I've finished it. But I'm really enjoying it, and I'm wanting to see where this goes. And then tomorrow, this weekend, starts a buddy read for me. I'm doing a buddy read with Rebecca, the Colourful Book Nester, and we are reading A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. As it says, it begins with absence and desire. It begins with blood and fear. It begins with a discovery of witches. Now, this is going to be a reread for me, and a first time for Rebecca to read it. I am really looking forward to getting back into this world again, or to rediscovering this world again. Yeah, I know that season 3 is on the television at the moment. I haven't watched it because I actually didn't manage to watch season 2. I have season 2 on DVD. Mum and Dad gave me seasons 1 and 2 on DVD for my Christmas. So, I just want to dive back into Matthew and Diana's story. So that's what I'll be planning. We only do 3 chapters a day, so I will, once I've finished New Beginnings at Glendale Hall, I will pick something else to read alongside that. But that's kind of my reading. As I say, I am doing well, and I am actually enjoying trying to just read one book at a time. I think that's been really nice this week. Oh, I did finish another book, that's right. I finished my Mills and Boon pick, which was A Laird for the Governess. Who wrote that? Excuse me one second till I get my little book log here. Yes, A Laird for the Governess by Catherine Tilney. I will be doing a review video of it. I plan to get some review videos recorded and up recorded this weekend, and then up over the next over the space of next week and into the following week. But no, I really enjoyed it. It was a historical. I'm starting to try and pick up some historicals just to see if I like them, and I really enjoyed that one. But that's kind of been it for my reading and my week. Please let me know down in the comments what you've read this week. What are you planning to read this weekend? Do you have any plans for this weekend? There's rugby. The Six Nations are on again this weekend, so that'll be definitely Scotland, Wales. We were fortunate against England, as I'm going to say that. We need to up our game this weekend because Wales are just going to come out all guns blazing. They will be really smarting over the defeat to Ireland, and I mean it was a comprehensive gubbing for them, so they will be out to make amends. But Scotland will have to play better than they did against England to beat Wales, I would think. But I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. I like the team that's out this weekend. I like this team we had last weekend. So, but I have hopes for Scotland in this Six Nations, I have to say. But yeah, I'll be watching rugby, be reading. I'm making dinner tonight. I have a couple of options. I will speak to my parents. They've gone to see my dad's brother and his wife, so I'll give them a couple of options as to what they want to do, what they want to have for dinner tonight. But I'm on cookery duty, but I'm quite happy to do that. But apart from watching rugby and reading, I don't think I've got much else that I fancy doing this weekend. I want a really nice chilled weekend. Hopefully the weather will hold, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, that's it for this video, friends. Hope you have a good weekend. Please let me know your plans if you've got any, and until my next video, friends, stay safe and happy reading. Bye!